Hi guys, welcome back to some more Football Manager action with Notts County. It is Wednesday the 1st of January 2014. We have a game coming up against Bradford. Let's have a look and see how we've got on in December. We had the rearranged League One game against Wolves, which we lost 4-2. This was a I'm trying not to swear, but this was a fucking awful game. As you can see from the scoreline, Kevin Doyle put Wolves 1-0 up after the 9th minute. Jamal Campbell-Rice made it 1-0 after the 25th. Then Apostos Valesios made it 2-1 after the 44th minute. Labadie made it 2-2 after the 65th minute. And as I was mentioning in the last episode that I'd seen in Toffman's video, where he believes that the result is contrived beforehand and then the match engine just plays it out. You see there we conceded 2 goals, one in the 91st, one in the 96th minute. Guys, there was 2 minutes of injury time. That's all that was put up. It was horrendous. Yeah, I don't know. If we're meant to lose the game 4-2, then fair enough. I wouldn't mind losing 4-2 in normal time, but to concede 2 goals when there shouldn't have been 2 goals, it was unbelievable. And one of these was one of the Wolves players had a shot. So the Wolves' third goal this did piss me off. They had a shot, it hit the bar. My keeper just stood there. There was an open goal, and all the player had to do was walk it in. All my defenders just stood round and just watched it, and it really did infuriate me. But we had MK Dons in the FA Cup in the next game after that, and it was a 0-0 draw. Callum McGregor was injured after 45 minutes. We had 13 shots, 6 on target. MK Dons had 10 shots, 2 on target. We managed to have a bounce back in the league after that, and we beat Colchester 3-1. Goals from Danny Haynes, Jack Grealish and Jamal Campbell-Rice. We had 2 bookings, Sheenan and Mazika. Julian Gray scored a penalty, which was a result of the Mazika getting booked. It was for a foul on the edge of the box. So that was a good result. We had 17 shots, 7 on target. Colchester had 13 shots, 5 on target. We then played the Cup replay against MK Dons and took the game 2-1. Gary Dill put us 1-0 up at the 31st minute, and we took a 1-0 lead going into half-time. Moyo made it 2-0 after the 48th minute. Tom Eaves got a reply back straight away for MK Dons to make it 2-1. And Dean Lewington was sent off in the 73rd minute. So we managed to hold out for a 2-1 victory. We had 14 shots, 8 on target. After that game, we then had a disappointing result at home to Bristol City. We lost the game 2-0. Reece Taylor scored both goals for Bristol City. We went back to our old ways, where we had 13 shots and only 2 on target. Bristol City had 11 shots, 8 of which were on target. Reece Taylor got a man of the match performance, and he duly deserved it. We managed to bounce back. On Boxing Day, we played Port Vale away, and Sheenan and Grealish got the goals. Sheenan made it 1-0 after the 9th minute. Robertson made it 1-0 for Port Vale after the 62nd, but in the 66th minute, Grealish made it 2-1. We had 6 shots, 2 on target. Port Vale had 13 shots, 5 on target. We bossed possession, but just could not break down the Port Vale defence for most of the time. They did play very well. In our final game in December, we played Notts County and scored in the 65th and 66th minutes. This is another game where I think the results are contrived beforehand, because as soon as Notts County as soon as Crawley kicked off, they passed the ball backwards to from the forward to the midfielder. Our strikers went straight for the ball. The midfielder passed it back to the defender. The defender passed it back to the goalkeeper, and then basically the goalkeeper just pumped it out. But as he pumped it out, it went straight to one of my midfielders. I think it was Labadie with the ball. He just basically paid a one-touch pass straight through to Sharumni, who scored. It was a comedy of errors, but we had more shots, which was the main thing. We had more shots on target. We had 17 shots, 9 on target, so that was pretty good. So where does that put us in the league table? It puts us up to the dizzy heights of being in 6th position. We have 30. 38 points, 33 goals scored, 28 conceded. We have 11 wins, 5 draws, 7 defeats from our 23 league games. We have as well a cup tie against Spurs, which I'm looking forward to. So what I'm going to do in this episode, guys, I'm going to do the live comms over 2 games. As I said, I'll do it over the Bradford game, but as we have a cup game against Spurs, I will do it over that. Both these games are at home. I'm going to quickly show you the finances and show you last month with that cup run. We made a profit of 42,000, which was very nice. We currently have a balance of 512,000. I will review that again after these 2 games, but we have a game coming up against Bradford, and we have a fair few suspensions, injuries, and players leaving to deal with. So let's go into the tactics, go to the overview. I'm going to ask someone to pick. We also have who is it? Who am I thinking of? McGregor has gone back to Celtic. I tried to renew his loan, but they would not. They didn't want him to come to me, which was slightly worrying. I'm going to put Manny Smith in defence. He's on 84%, but unfortunately, we only have 3 central defenders now, which is a slight worry. I'm going to look to rectify that in this transfer window and see what free agents I can pick up, but I am overspending on my wages by still 1,500 a week, so the board are limiting me, so I may have to try and go in for another loan player. Actually, Jalifuko is on international duty. Hopefully he's going to be back. Estimated date of return 26th of January, so looks like I am just struggling with 2 centre backs, and I'm going to have to see what I can do after this game. So you've got Smith, Labadie, Simek. Garbett is a new signing from Everton. Got him on loan for a few months just to help out Sheehan and give him a bit of a rest. But that is a team. We're playing Bradford, who are in 17th. So let's get on and get this game done as quickly as we can. Bradford are playing a 4-4-2 formation. They have Naki Wells and James Hansen up front. Team looks to be okay. We have Fabian Spies back as well. He's my backup keeper. Macclesfield wanted to extend his loan deal again, but I declined that. Said no. I said I wanted to keep him. I want to try and give him some game time. The young keeper who I brought in, his contract is going to be up for renewal soon. I don't think I'm gonna go with it. I'm going to stick with having Spies as my backup. Challenge the team to where they challenge the team to pick up where they left off last is the advice from my coach. I will get him to do that, and then I'll go and do the old passionate. I have faith in you. Passionate. I have faith in you. Make a comment. Passionate. I have faith in you to make a difference. Right. So everyone is either good, fairly good, or superb form and morale. So let's see what we can get done. It would be nice, obviously, to get the victory, but it'd be nice to come out of this game with no fresh injury worries ahead of the game against Spurs. Although, part of me does worry whether I should have actually played a weakened team for this game against Bradford and just play a full-strength team against Spurs. But then part of me also thinks, as Wells looks like he's through on goal, and he blazes it wide. Yeah, I don't know whether to put a weakened strength team out for this game against Bradford, or whether I should concentrate on the league and put potentially a weaker team out against against Spurs, as we have no real chance of getting something out of that game, in my own personal opinion. Although we may depends what team Spurs put out. To be honest, we could have a chance of getting something. But it looks like we're coming to half-time in this game. We've had 4 shots, 1 on target. We only need 1 goal. Let the players know that is the advice. So we'll do that, and then we'll go passionate. You have the ability to make the difference for us tonight. Go out there and do it. Make a comment. Another passionate one. You can make the difference for us tonight. And passionate. You can make the difference for us tonight. Start the second half. I will make some changes, and I will look to rest a few players, especially. And maybe Danny Haynes, give him a rest, and we'll have to see how my central midfield is looking. As we have a corner to Bradford, that's whipped in and scored by Rafael De Vita, his 5th goal of the season. So, I'll apply that advice. Danny Haynes is not playing well. Quick sub him. So, let's have Shawumni on for Haynes. Coulthrist can come on for Moyo, and I don't really have. I need one of these central midfielders. Fotheringham, Boucard, Muzika. Let's take you off. There we go. 3 changes. Let's hope for no injuries. I don't really want to have to play with 10 men. But that's given a few of my players a chance to just to stretch their legs. We're not connecting too many of our crosses today. Apply that advice, whatever it was. Right, so final 10 minutes of this game. We've had 7 shots, 2 on target. Bradford have had 8 shots, 5 on target. We are bossing the possession, but just cannot find a way into the game. And this looks like it's full time. 3 minutes of injury time, but we're already heavily into that. And there we go. Bradford are the winners. That is a game we should be winning, boys. Although I am slightly concerned about the state of my defence, and that drops us down to 10th position. This is a thing, we just cannot seem to string a good run of performances together. I really wish we could. Magpies made to miss chances, we were. And actually, one thing I want to do was attendance, 6,856. So that's not too bad. Let's actually, while you guys can see this, I want to have a look. Contract expired, central defence, any of these that are recommended. Paddy McCarthy from Ireland. I'm sure I've tried to negotiate with this guy before. I see there he has. Yeah, I'm sure I have. I remember this guy, and I'm sure he was a good player. Good marking, good tackling, good work rate, good teammate, good leadership, good determination. He's got brilliant bravery. His pace and natural fitness let him down. I'm informed that Brentford are monitoring the situation regarding my client. So he wants 1,900 a week. My board will see that it will let me spend nothing on him, which is slightly concerning. You can see their total wage budget, 52,739. I am currently spending 53,997. So they won't let me spend anything on him, so I'm going to have to walk away, I'm afraid. I cannot sign him, so we're going to reset all these filters. I'm going to go listed for loan, and I'm going to go to position. We can play central defence. Would be nice to pick up someone from a higher team. Zubar, who are you? Heading, tackling, teamwork. Let's get a scout report. Yeah, if I can pick someone up from... that's why I like trying to go after Premier League players, because there's half the time you don't need to worry about their wages, as the clubs will... they will do it for... They will go and you don't have to pay anything towards their wages. But it's looking like just by sorting via value, there is no one of any really good value in, so therefore there'll be no one from a Premier League club. I'm thinking, I'm just having a quick look down this list, and it doesn't look to be anything there. We are obviously on the 1st of January, so there's Ben Brown at QPR, but obviously they are in the Championship. I'll scout him just to see what he is like. Let's see, can I do via there we go, division. Is playing in England, Premier Division, none. Just as I expected. Right, so let's just move forward a couple of days, see what happens in terms of as we see there, Sunday the 5th, Grealish's loan deal finishes, and unfortunately who is it I'm thinking of? Villa are unwilling to let him come back on loan to me. You sit here alongside new signing Kieran Hughes. Are you pleased to have got your man? I'm pleased to have the opportunity has come to us. Kieran is a fine player. Hughes is just 19 years old. Do you see more signing for the future? I think that's definitely the case. I'm always looking to build for the future, which I am. Hughes joins what is already a large squad, and some fans are concerned that you risk the club's financial future by continually stretching the wage budget in this way. What do you say to the critics? I'm given a wage budget to spend by the board. If they're unhappy with how I do that, do you really think I'll be sat here with Kieran? Which is true. This signals the first foray in the transfer market during this window? Can we expect any further activity? I will certainly be looking for a few more faces. Now, I'm going to say yes, I want a few more faces because I'm expecting the next question to be, where are you looking to strengthen the squad? And in that case, I will answer defence, just in case. Sometimes you do get the odd an agent is going to bring a player to you. So I'm hoping this is next. If I reply, which I'm going to do, I will certainly be looking to bring in new faces. The next screen will be what area. It wasn't. Damn it! I was hoping it was, and there'd be then the sort of influx of where are you looking to go. But we have a couple of scout reports. Zubar would be interested in joining our club. Be available between 61 and 91,000. We're very interested in joining our club. Right, let's make an offer. Loan offer. Bournemouth would require a contribution of 50% should they allow the player go out on loan. Notts County Board will allow you to offer wages of up to nothing. So I'm going to say, can I have him on a 1 month loan, and I'm going to pay nothing towards his wages, and just see what they say. Brown will probably be available on a free. He'll be extremely interested in joining us. We're very interested in joining us on loan. We'll probably ask for wages between £375 and £550 per week. Alexander believes Brown will be a decent signing. So what does the report say? Matt reckons Brown could be a decent signing for most screw-up Premier League sides. Well, I honestly think surely there's going to be someone in the under-21 squad. Hayden Hollis. Surely. Let's have a look at this guy. I'm paying him 950 quid a week. Marking, tackling, heading, jumping, strength. Right, coach report. A good, decent player for most screw Premier League sides. Good. It will be good central defender for a League One side in the future. He is my 5th best centre back, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to bring him in because I just have no one else. Centre back, we have Manny Smith, Leacock, who is injured, Jolly Foucault, who is elsewhere. Little, his best position is central midfield, but I'm playing him in central defence. So Jordan Holt as well. What does his coach report? Where does he fit into my central midfielders? He is 6th on the list. Well, it's just a choice between these two, really. I'm guessing there's going to be no one in my under-18 squad. Central defender, Reece Myers and Tyler Guy. Not really. Let's bring this guy up. And he may be making his debut against Spurs. If not, I may just have him on the bench. And team scout report for Spurs. Whitbread Fields, which concentrate on defensive positioning. I've been trying to concentrate on defensive positioning for a while, as we do have defensive problems just in general. Right, Jones pleased with Moyo progress. Notts County gripped by FA Cup fever. Notts County fans pessimistic. Notts County fans are all set to welcome Tottenham fans. Okay, we face a difficult challenge. Spurs are 4-7 favourites. Warnock singles out Sandro. Pre-match press conference. Hughes is available for the match against Tottenham. We'll be throwing him straight in. I won't be discussing my team sheet today. Some people are suggesting that your team could cause a big upset. Tottenham are a good team, but I'll always back my lads to do well. You beat AFC Telford and MK Dons. So your side has so far beaten 2 teams in the competition, but now face tougher test. I think we have to be realistic and acknowledge this is going to be tough for us, which it honestly is. Right. Given the importance of the upcoming match for the 2 teams, there is an incredible hunger in Notts County fans for a positive result. Does this add to the pressure? Given what's at stake? Does it affect your preparations? Personally, I really see extra pressure. Game plans often go out the window with matches like this. It all comes down to who wants it more. In that sense, our preparations might not even matter come kick-off. It does. It is a case of who wants it more. It sounds like you might be worried that Lucas Spalletti is handling... Lucas Spalletti? AVB must have been sacked then. So they're saying that their manager's handling the pressure better than us. I don't know which one to go for. I tell you what, no comment. Let's not worry about that. He opted to field Mark Fotheringham and Andrew Bucard in the midweek fixture. Are you concerned that they might now not be at their best in such an important game? I'm confident the squad can handle the rigours of the modern game. No comment on who's the best player. How important have Mark Beck's performances been to the Carlisle? He's asking me about Carlisle. No comment. What the fuck? What are your thoughts on being drawn against a club the size and stature of Tottenham? I'm pleased with the draw. We know that managers and chairmen don't always get on, but what can you tell us making your work? Well, what can you tell us about the working relationship between you and Ray True? We have a good working relationship. Constant communication is the key. Swansea have had an offer accepted for Kyle Norton as well. Whoop-de-doo. Right, so Grealish, this is your last game. I expect you to go out with a bang for me. Kidderminster want Hollis on loan. Rejects that. Yes, I know it gets some wage budget off my list. What is your reaction to Spalletti marking out Francis Jeffers as Notts County's so-called weak link? It raised a smile and caused a few laughs in the dressing room. Spalletti will be losing the plot. Do you perhaps feel that he has a decent handle on your squad, and that it might be a struggle to beat his Tottenham side? I'm not so sure he's even got a point. I think we have a great chance, considering Francis Jeffers won't even be playing, and even in the squad probably. So if Francis Jeffers is the weak link, then there's going to be no weak link on the starting 11 or the bench. So that was bollocks. Scout update, la da da da. They've rejected. Expected monthly contribution £5,000. So you know what? Let's withdraw that offer for Zubar. I do have Hayden Hollis, who will at least be on the bench. So we are playing Spurs in the FA Cup. Let's go to match preview. Yada yada yada. Spurs are playing the 4-2-3-1 formation. Right, quick pick. So it's saying Hollis and Liddell in the back with Sheehan and Dumbaya, Mazika, Labadie, Bucard, Bell, Grealish and Haynes. Campbell, Rice, Simek, Fabian Speed, Coombs, Garbutt, Moyo and Shirumni on the bench. Shelley Foucault is still away. Francis Jeffers, no. Coulthwist can't play. Obviously, Shelley Foucault won't be able to play as well. Right, I tell you what, I think one thing I want to do, I want to make this guy. Wrong one. Transfers. Callum Barrett, I want to set transfer status. Loan status, available for loan. Confirm. Just because I want to try and get him out on loan. But that team looks pretty good. I am happy with that team. It's the best team we can put out there. One squad number needs to be given to a player. Auto number 27. Thank you. Right, so they line up with Lloris in goal, Norton left back, Dawson, Velkovic and Capoue at the back, Paulinho, Sandro, Griezmann, Holtby, Townsend and Adebayor, with Friedel, Defoe, Dembele, Kabul, Sadado, Chadley and Ericsson on the bench. So Spurs have the firepower should they need to bring it on. Right, I want an assertive. We're underdogs there, but go out and give the fans a performance to cheer for. Make a comment. Passionate. I have faith in you to make a difference. Passionate. I have faith in you to make a difference. Comment. Passionate. I have faith in you to make a difference. Danny Haynes. 11 goals so far this season, mate. It's looking like a murky afternoon. I can't tell if that. I think that's frost rather than it being wet, because I can't really see any rain. But 12 minutes in and 18 minutes in now, and we are looking okay. Spurs have had one shot, one on target. Two shots now for Spurs. We've had one shot, none on target. We're holding out, and that's hit the bar from Adebayor, it looked like, but he was offside. Labadie has taken quite a few knocks, but she'll be okay, as we are hitting the 30-minute mark and we are holding our own. Sandro booked, that looked like. Yep, Sandro booked. Possession is only slightly in Spurs' favour. It looks like they have a free kick now with Norton, who plays it backwards to Dawson. This is the one thing as well. I've seen games where I've been playing against other teams and they've been chasing the game and they've just done this. Pass it around. Instead of going forward and even like booting it forward with a long ball, they've just played it out like that. And it's been like the 91st minute as Griezmann whips it in. Adebayor. And there to me was, one, why didn't the keeper pick it up? And two, that looked as though Adebayor just walked it into the net. But Adebayor makes it 1-0 to Spurs after the 39th minute. Gary Little and Alan Sheehan could be doing more. Andros Townsend needs to be closed down, so let's go with apply that advice. So we've had 2 shots and we haven't had one on target yet. Coming up to the end of the first half as Tottenham deservedly lead at the break apparently. There you go. Show me something else in the second half. As we have Labadie with 79% match fit, Boucard 79, everyone else looks to be okay. I believe people were expecting this to be a cricket score, and so far we've sort of held our own. Can we get something here? Dumbaya down to Haynes. You should be in the middle, mate. It's crossed in. Grealish. No. Capoue intercepts it. Bell with the ball, and Lloris makes the save. So 3 shots now, 1 on target. We are making it sort of even. It's 49-51 for the possession. We are doing really well here. Coming into the 58th minute. Lloris pumps it forward. Dumbaya heads it forward and he finds Griezmann to Adebayor. Adebayor, who just skips around the defence, lobs the keeper, and that is in. That was horrendous defending. I don't know why he was allowed to cut inside and go through on goal. But I think it's now time that my players just go out there and enjoy this game. With 66 minutes gone, it is going to be a case of Shawumi up front. It's also going to be a case of thinking about the next game that we are going to play. So 5.2, 5.1 for Little. Simek can come on for Dumbaya. And who's my best? Moyo, but he's completely out of form. Adam Coombs, right mid. He can play right or left. Let's get him on for David Bell. Just to give some guys a run out and give them some experience against this Spurs side. Hopefully we can get something as we're coming to the 80th minute now. Just to score against them would be good, as that's a good tackle. Coombs inside to Boucard. Boucard, what are you doing, mate? Find a pass, or get intercepted like that. Griezmann, forward. Intercept him then. Adebayor up to Ericsson. Ericsson through, shoots, and that's gone in, and that was appalling play. I blame Boucard for that goal. He should have found a pass, but dilly-dallied on the ball and basically fucked us. Right, so 3-0 Spurs. Long ball forward. Shawumi cannot get on the end of it. It's with Griezmann back to Dawson. Dawson now forward to, it's gone to Ericsson. Ericsson through. Great save. Unbelievable save by the keeper. 85th minute. Can we get something here? Mazika forward to Sheehan. Sheehan to Labadie. Labadie plays it forward down the wing. Capoue. Why can't we just be nice to hold onto the ball for a little bit? Paulinho to Griezmann. Griezmann, where's he going to go? He's cutting inside, and my midfield and defence are just letting him. He has a shot, and that's gone in from around 30, 40 yards. I don't know why he was allowed to cut in like that. That was just absolutely poor defending. So we've capitulated in this second half, and there's only 1 minute of injury time. Lloris with the ball, he pumps it forward. It's gone to Griezmann, to Sandro. Sandro forward to Dembele, to Ericsson, to Paulinho. Long ball forward, and we finally get one clear. Boucard to Grealish. Grealish to Labadie, coming to the final few seconds. Out wide to Coombs. Can we have one final attack? Go on, fella, whip it in, cross it in. No, doesn't get a chance. That is the end of the game, and we lose 4-0. My assistant wants me to tell the team that performance was disappointing. We should let them know that. I'm going to go with calm. Don't look back and worry about that result. We weren't expected to win that game. We didn't win that game. That game was more about just getting on with it. Griezmann, 1 goal, 2 assists, 9.3 rating. How many were there? 20,000. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see in the old funds. Wow, Colchester beat Port Vale 6-1 in the league, and Bradford beat Carlisle. Bradford are on a run of form recently. Tottenham win FA Cup, Notts County defeated. Magpies succumb to Tottenham. Coombs makes Notts County debut. Velkovic makes professional debut. Pre-match press conference, journalist 13. Tweet for your side today, out of the competition. Just how disappointed are you? I'm not too upset. As success in the competition was never on the cards. You're expected to lose today, but no one expected a defeat of that magnitude. How do you pick yourself up after that? I think the team put a decent effort considering the opposition we were faced today. Another game where Danny Haynes has failed to score. Striker shouldn't be judged on goals. I'm happy with the performances. He's been playing well. He came out wide and he stretched. He did stretch Spurs out at times. Gary Little had an appalling time on the pitch today. I don't want to comment on individual performances. Emmanuel Adebayor is solid, unfortunately for us. After today's fine game, we'll be looking to sign Jack Grealish. I'd love to have him on a more permanent basis, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, that's it, guys, for this episode. 2 defeats, unfortunately. Couldn't score, but one of them was expected against Spurs. Bradford, I would have taken a draw on that game. But we have games coming up against Peterborough, Sheffield United, Stevenage, Walsall, and I will make the game against Gillingham the final game in the next episode. The other thing is, actually, I'll make it the Preston game instead. Only for the simple fact is that I can show you what, if any, signings I have made before the transfer deadline. Well, interesting. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home games in January. You see there, we have made this month. We have made nearly 300,000 already in profit, and a lot of that will be when I can just get a little bit further. Gate receipts, there you go, 348,000. That's the most important thing. Yes, we lost that game and we're out of the cup competition. Potentially, we could say, yeah, it would have been nice to play someone from our league, the league below us, and get through to the 4th round. But we had a home tie against a reasonable team. Wage budget, we are on 52,730 per week. That is our budget, and we are still over our budget, so I have to manage that. But guys, I will do all that in between recordings. I'll see what I can do. There are a couple of contracts who are up. Obviously, Grealish is up in a bit. Garbutt's is up in a month and a bit. Jeffers, we're not going to renew his. Boucard, I'm going to try and renew his, but we'll have to see what money he wants. Simek, I may try and renew his as he's an okay player. Little, I really want to renew his, but he just wants far too much money. Shawumni, I don't think I'm going to renew his. Arcoin, I'm trying to sell now. Kieran Hughes, I will try and renew his. And Moyo, he wants a lot of money and will not, as it stands right now, look at signing a new contract. But guys, I will leave it there, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.